Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your Astro Reels reading. This reading is just for you and anyone else with whom it resonates. Sorry, because you guys know these readings are timeless and signless, so it doesn't matter when you're watching the video, and it doesn't matter what actual natal placements that you have or what significant placements you have. If it's manifested before you and it resonates, then likely there are messages and energy here for you. If it doesn't resonate at that time, I would invite you to back pocket it and, wait a little bit so that the energies can continue to unfold and manifest in the physical a little bit more, and then you can see more of it. What else? If you'd like to work more personally with me, you know exactly where to find me. All of my information is on this page, wherever you're watching. All right, let's jump in. Okay, so guys, so Sagittarius, I love how your reading started. Look at how it started with this wishes fulfilled card. And it's interesting because when I placed the next card, the karmic trench, it kind of tipped over and it felt a little heavy towards this side. And what that kind of gave me was a good feeling as well, in the sense that, yes, you're working towards something 1 minute and 11 seconds. So if this message is for you and it's resonated, then I just want to let you know you are working on something. And they're showing me a skeleton right now. So of course, if that has something to do with any medical stuff that's for you, that could be like your skeletal system, that could be for you. But also what they're showing me is that right now what you're doing is you're sowing the seeds, kind of like creating the framework for something, the bare bones of something. And I'm getting this image of you that sometimes you don't quite know what it is that you're doing. In other words, you might get lost in the task, because sometimes when the task seems to take so long, we start questioning ourselves. We're like, what are we? So imagine this person here, he's in the middle of sowing his seeds. He's in the middle of basically, which is figurative language for creating the framework for something. If you're starting a business, if you're going back to school, if you're thinking about ways on how to structure your home life, whatever this is. But you've been at the task for so long that it's like you're losing a little bit of steam, you're losing a little bit of vision, you're losing a little bit of know-how on some level as well. It's almost like the tape has run out. They're showing me like the ticker. I don't know why those words are coming. It's like the tape has run out, but something keeps going. It's like, zzz, 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 but where's the tape? We need more tape there. Now, going back to the point of using this guy as an example, he's out here to plant the seeds, but he's been doing this task for so long that now he can't really tell the difference. He's like, am I a grave robber, or am I digging a grave here? What am I doing here? Where am I? And so the guides are saying that they're showing me a butterfly coming in. Thank you guys. Yay, butterflies. And so they're saying that what's actually happening for the long term is, they're saying to use a better word, to use a good word here is transfusion. Now, whether we want to go ahead and put the word plasma transfusion, or, because some people use the term plasma when we're referring to the viscosity of non-physical, of the non-physical fields, although we know that word also refers to more like the physical body and blood and all of that stuff. But the way they're using it is, think of it like a parallel, 3 minutes, 33 seconds. You're going through a large scale transfusion. You're transitioning, you're changing. And as you're changing, you're planting the seeds for something new. And they're saying they totally understand that. And they're saying for some of you, this is multiple lifetimes that you're working on this, whatever this is. So things are actually larger than we can perceive of at this perspective. Duh, we know that. That's why when you evolve and you expand your vision, your perception, you're able to perceive of more than just the third dimension and the fourth dimension and more and more and more, right? And that's just because your vision is expanding. And vision is tied to perception. In other words, as A Course in Miracles reminds us, you are only able to see what you're capable of believing at that moment. So as you grow and you do more of your inner work and you experience and you understand more and you seek and you all that, you're expanding your ability to see. So that being said, they're just here to give us a little bit of I'm doing it to myself, you probably hear it, like a grab on the shoulder, a clasp, not a tap, right? But like, we got you. They're like, we got you. We see what you're going through. We want to help you remember who you are. Now, this is interesting because you guys know I used to do the daily channeled messages, and oh my god, I miss them because they're always so important for me in my life. It's like guidance, because I'm getting this. I'm just a channel, but all the information that's coming through, I'm benefiting from too as well. But following my guidance from my guides, they've asked me to step back and focus on other stuff in the mornings now, instead of like the hour that it takes to channel those messages and write them. But I miss it so much. But I still, through my own intuition and still through doing these messages and these little messages and stuff, insight for the collective comes through. And I've always found that what comes through for me is what I see being echoed in what other readers are getting, which makes me feel really good, because it makes me feel like a little bit validated and understanding whatever it is that I'm bringing through from another perspective. So for example, I was just telling you about right now, you're being asked to look at who you are, but they're giving you a tap on the shoulder and saying, hey, we've got you, we're just going to remind you of who you are. And that's funny, because that kind of reminds me that Lee Harris, I haven't watched his video yet, he's so great, he's such a great collective energy reader, I just love his videos. But check him out, Lee Harris, on YouTube and Instagram, but YouTube's probably has more of his work. But I saw the title of his video, I think it was something about, I don't remember, but something about who you are. So, and then I noticed that that's another message that Sandra, I remember I told you guys about her in the past, I don't know if you remember, Sandra talked about as well, about getting back to yourself and remembering who you are and just whatnot. So it's all the same message coming through, but with different info to it, different just more or something different. And so that's kind of what I'm seeing echoed here. But the guides are coming through to tell you, and they're like, you notice how they now turn this card over? They're like saying, you're probably not going to want to hear this, but it's time to roll up your sleeves. No, it's like we're already digging and doing so much. Because what I'm seeing here, let's talk about it. I want to assure you, because I feel like you need this, okay? Your wish is going to be fulfilled. And how do we know? The guys are saying, because you're literally working on it. 7 minutes, 7 seconds. This right here is giving me 7 of Pentacles energy, sowing the seeds. You're literally working on this thing. And that's already here for you, is what they're saying. But I'm seeing a lot of loneliness. I'm seeing a lot of repetitive work, a lot of failures for a lot of us along the way. And it's tantamount to just kind of having this larger question, like, what the hell am I doing out here? And for some of you, as I said that, I just got, for some of you, it like slipped into my heart really quickly. A lot of you are lonely in terms of a romantic partner. You're like, I'm doing all this, but where's my partner? Where's my person? I'm lonely. So I'm seeing a lot of this. I'm seeing maybe for some of you, you're having financial stuff. They're saying cash flow issues, but I feel like cash flow issues is less related to this long-term thing that you're working for. Remember this, okay, what I'm about to say, and more related to, like, it's less determined by what you're working on and more determined by your mood. And we understand this because your mood is going to affect your flow of abundance and your flow of creativity and things like that. So if you are having a cash flow issue, I would take some time out to really see what you can do to pick up your mood, work on your core beliefs as far as what you think you're deserving of, as far as how easy you think it is to receive, things like that. What are your limiting beliefs? So that's a little bit of an information coming through for you guys as well. And I do see they're saying condolences. Interesting. They're saying they're giving their condolences to you, but they're also giving you a lot of reassurance. There's a word I'm reaching for and I'm struggling to get. Compassion, empathy. They're giving you empathy and understanding because they see you like just emerging from this forest. You're like, victory, and only to then realize, oh no, I have to go back and do something. So condolences along the way for dreams that have seemed to fall apart. You're taking a few steps forward. I'm getting like 5 steps forward and then taking 8 steps backward. So there's this, I'm getting out of the forest, but now I'm being pulled back in. I'm erecting this business, but now I've got to do this. And now, so they're saying they understand. Now, yeah, because part of me is like, okay, well, what are you guys doing? What? We need more than assurances. Sorry, I'm the people's voice today. Maybe. Okay, let's see. Queen of Keys. They're saying hope. Hope. I don't know why I spelled that. hope. They're saying your job is to keep hope. And look at the next card. Yeah, look at, you're in like this imprisoned thoughts kind of energy. Eight of swords energy. It's just like obsessive thoughts, a low self-worth, low self-esteem, low hope, no effort, no what's the word, no belief, no, there's a word I'm looking for, but it's almost like you just faith. Thank you. There's no faith left. There's no faith. But they're saying you have to get into the, imagine like this huge tractor. Like imagine there's this huge tractor or whatever device that can come and really help you plant these seeds quicker. There's something here to help you to do whatever it is that you're doing quicker. But it's directly related to your ability to have faith in what you're doing. Just like we distinguished earlier and talked about how your financial woes and your cash flow is not determined by this project and what you're trying to do, but is determined directly by your ability to believe and your consciousness, they're saying, around the flow of money. A simple idea like, oh, I have to work for someone else in order to make money, to make ends meet, is going to tank you. You know, a simple belief of, oh, I have to work more hours in order to get more money, it's going to tank you. 11 minutes, 11 seconds. We've seen people get rich just from one video. People are making money in their sleep, you know. So and some people out of the blue get inheritances. So what you don't know can still be for your benefit. So don't have these awful beliefs that are informed by 3D principles and accounting and this and that, because you're just serving to ball yourself up in a prison. So Spirit is saying, in just like how that mood and how your beliefs are related to your ability to manifest a better cash flow, so is your ability to have faith what is a determining factor on the help that you can receive right now. Now look at this guy. He's reading this book representing you. You're represented by the guy, and he's reading this book, and look at all these beautiful beings coming into being, like materializing to assist him with the material that's coming through. But what's happening is that he'll have low self-worth, or he'll get started and then he'll stop and he'll question himself, understandably, because it's been a long road. We get that. And then when he closes the book and he puts it away, these beings start to fade out and they can't come through and help, right? So they're saying a lot of the loneliness that we're feeling on this planet sometimes is due to a lack of faith, because your belief, and we always say it on this channel, your belief determines your reality. So if you need to keep believing, even if you're not seeing, keep believing, you're pulling in, literally, you're pulling into the physical reality, the people, places, things, situations, and ideas to assist you. And sometimes they're just right there, ready to crest. Now, I take umbrage with the right there, because Spirit's right there is different from our right there. And I'm just saying, this is my human side talking, like, dude, really? Because your right there, guys, is like 4 months later. We're dying out here, right? That you're like, it's right around the corner. It's like 4 months later. Like, come on. So they're like, pull the microphone back, right? But the idea is this is why this video is coming today, to say we understand, but maybe part of that journey, is the legwork that's required to bridge that gap of time is our job, right? I love how gingerly they said that, because we only have 2 minutes left. It's, and it's very understandable when we're in the muck and mire and the pain. And, we're human beings. We want to see something. As I'm saying, we want to see something. This one card off to the side is just sitting there, kind of mirroring. I'm like, we want to see something. So they're saying, if you want to see something quicker, and this is their tool, and then we're going to go. It's to believe that you're completely innocent, because what stops us is our belief that we're not innocent, that we've done this, that we've done that, we've done this in this past lifetime, or this lifetime we don't deserve because blah, blah. So when we can tap into the idea of universal innocence, not only for us but other people. And A Course in Miracles does support this idea that everyone's innocent anyway. But that book is written from a really high perspective, so that's why we aspire towards it. This is the bridge here. We believe in your innocence, because when you believe in your innocence, regardless of what it is that you're calling forth, or the evidence you have that to contrary to that, then you're able to believe in your ability to deserve. And when you start believing in your deservability, you believe in your ability to receive. Okay, I'll end it there so it can fit on Instagram. Bye.